Hey guys, Gemma from ASD Rocks. So just an update for everyone because lots of different things have been happening, especially between the sub hub and everyone else. So I want everybody to be on the same page. So let's backtrack a while. It is, I believe it's Finn and Maya's 7 or 8 month anniversary, 7 month, must be 7 month anniversary today. Beau has been preparing for exams, which is full on intense. He came home on Friday saying, I didn't get any extra time in my exam, so I have to make it up. The teacher didn't know I get extra time. So I wrote to the school and I was like, guys, come on, who by now seriously doesn't know that Beau gets extra time in his exams? It seems a bit ridiculous that anyone in that school, no matter who they are, doesn't know that Beau gets extra time in his exams. I have told Finn that I would take him on a holiday. I have been wanting to take Finn. Finn has never, none of us have ever been on a family holiday. We couldn't do it. Beau refuses to leave Melbourne. Now, for all of you that are about to start typing, this is not an aeroplane thing necessarily. This is not he doesn't want to leave Melbourne. He once read a book on natural disasters when he was like 3, and then realized that we live in the safest place literally in the world. We have no volcanoes, we have no tornadoes, we have no flash flooding, we have just you name it. So he's never wanted to leave, which I always thought we would work on slowly. Even the school camp to Canberra, he would not go on. So, and I would have gone and I would have flown him there just for him to have it and then come back, but no. Anyway, because of all of this, now also to compact I'm in the safest place, why would I leave the safest place when I'm so happy here? To compact that, he's now concerned, I think because of COVID, I'm not 100% sure, but I think for some reason he's scared that if he leaves the state, they won't let him back in. I have explained, and I have even offered to drive to the Victoria-New South Wales border, where you can literally stand with 1 foot in one state and 1 foot in the other. There is no checkpoint except for fruit, which isn't allowed to pass state lines, or flowers and things like that. Humans, perfectly fine. So yes, I everything you're thinking of, I promise you I've done it. But I have offered to take Finn, and I've looked at everything I could, and I asked you all your advice, and we are now booked in late July to go on a cruise. Finn gets literally everything. I tried to work out how to make the best sort of experiences, the best experiences out of one small holiday, because I can't afford to, can't afford this. I can't think about that. Can't afford this. Luckily, my mum is going to help out a little bit, which is actually really nice of her to offer. But late July, he gets an aeroplane flight. He's never been on an aeroplane. He gets to fly. Thank God it's not for too long, because it'll still be exciting and awesome and fun. And it's from here to Sydney, which means a couple of hours, long enough to be excited, get over the takeoff, and then be excited for the landing. And he gets a flight back. Then we stay with my step aunt, I think so, my grandfather's wife. My grandfather passed away some time ago, but he was quite the cradle snatcher, and when he was 85, he met a 70-year-old. That's right. And they lived very, very happily together for until he was 99 and 11 months. So, and now she's in her 90s. My gosh. Anyway, so whatever that makes her daughter, I think it's my step aunt. They live in Sydney now, so I'll go and stay with her. Then we will go out on a 10-night cruise and come back. So that's in July. Richard has moved into his own place as of today. He originally came to stay with me when they sold his place during COVID, and he's been looking for a place recently, so he's just moved into his place today. The boys are doing okay with that. It's certainly not the first time that we've been separated, and they understood the relationship that was going on when he was with us, so that's also important, obviously. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that you guys need to know. Oh yes. So because of this cruise, Finn and I have gotten all body conscious, right? Like super. So as you know, my neurosurgeon has given me these exercises to do, but I've started yoga because I don't know why, because I can do it like literally at home, like just in front of the TV, like it's just super easy, and I'm doing it every day. And I'm doing the first week I could not walk. You'd think I'd never moved before. I mean, you know, I really gave up a lot of the fitness stuff after I finished the professional skiing career. I was like, do you know what? I have done 300 days a year of back-to-back days on snow, and I just, you know, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do sport anymore. So I really sort of just gave up on all of that. Well, now I am about to go on a cruise, and I'm doing this exercise anyway. So I've started up this yoga, and I've got these you would have noticed, these are my 1 kilo wrist weights that I basically have, because my lower body strength is phenomenal. I could crack a walnut between my knees, just from the skiing, from doing, you know, that many years of back-to-back 300 days a year. But upper body wise, as long as you understand biomechanics and physics, really your upper body, and in fact the amount of energy you use at all, unless you're racing, but you don't race every day, you train but you don't race, is very minimal. So I've got these 1 kilo thingies on, so that no matter what I do, whether it's my driving, or you know, getting dressed, or whether it's dishes, I have an extra 1 kilo on my arms, which will hopefully tone up the chicken wing. We call them tuck shop wings in Australia. I don't know what you guys call them. Tone up all of that before we go away. And Finn has started going to the gym with Beau. It's hysterical. So keep in mind, I'm going to be putting up a few clips, right? Keep in mind, Beau has been doing this for 3 years, 3 times a week. All right. So the whole reason that, wrong one. The whole reason, this one. The whole reason Beau started sports physiology was to get the strength in his fingers, hands, and muscles to be able to open basic packets of food, to be able to, live independently, because, if he can't open a packet of Savoys, how is he going to live independently if he can't, if he hasn't got the strength to tie his shoelaces or do or undo his buttons? So the sports physiology has probably been one of the most essential, because he didn't develop any of these muscles that other kids develop when they're just playing, playing with other kids at the park, the monkey bars, all of this stuff. Beau was in speech therapy, occupational therapy. He wasn't developing any of those skills or those muscle groups, which is why he looks so well. That and the malnutrition of the 5 foods, and also I can't remember how many kilometers of stimming a day he does now. Is it 11k? Is he doing 11? Oh, you'll have to correct me. 15k a day. 15k a day of the stim running, which burns a lot of calories, plus 3 days a week, plus now we've expanded his food and diet, which is brilliant. But obviously, any marathon runner that you look at is going to look skinny, and that's what Beau is. So, but Finn wants to get a beach bod for the cruise, so he's started joining Beau during his sports physiology, and it is a cack. I can't wait. So it's only been his first week, but I'm editing them together for you because they are truly so funny. So I think you're basically caught up on everything that's happening. Beau is preparing for his mid-year year 11 exams, and Richard's got his place today. No, he's had his place for the last 2 weeks, but he's moved everything in there today. And Finn is getting a beach bod, so and me too. Okay, so let's see how we go. We'll see how we go, but it's going to be amusing, so enjoy.